Hey guys, welcome back to The Binger. It's April, which means only one thing. Avengers Endgame is upon us. We've been obsessed with the MCU for years, and we couldn't be more excited for the next installment. For us, it's as simple as sitting back with some popcorn and watching the sparks fly. But for the actors involved, that's a different story. Join us as we talk about 10 Marvel heroes who had to get into some serious shape for their roles, and how they did it. Chris Pratt went from everybody's favorite dad bod to everyone's favorite workout god with his incredible transformation. Prior to landing the part of Peter Quill, Pratt was best known for his role as Andy Dwyer in Parks and Recreation. It took a lot of work, effort, and time, but boy were the results worth it. Pratt had to lose an astonishing 60 pounds in 6 months to don the Star-Lord costume. He kept his fans up to date with his progress by posting the odd picture here and there on Instagram, almost breaking the internet. At the time, the actor joked that his new physique was down to ditching beer, but it was so much more than that. The vigorous workout regime consisted of 4 hours a day of grueling work. Swimming, boxing, and kickboxing were all on the menu, as were 4,000 calories a day. Well, I've got the calories part down, but everything else is on the back burner. For a guy whose rule used to be, if it's there, eat it, this is an incredible transformation. Since doing the initial work, the 39-year-old makes sure he eats right to maintain the gains. He's toned down on the gym though, doing an hour a day 4 times a week. Scarlett Johansson has long been considered one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood. While she's always maintained her fitness, Scarlett had to up the ante to play the part of Black Widow. Natasha Romanoff engages in a lot of hand-to-hand combat and wears a skin-tight catsuit while doing it, so the role isn't child's play. Stuntwoman Heidi Moneymonker performed the stunts that Scarlett couldn't do, but she also trained the actress. Johansson was guided through hours of weapons training and multi-person fights, which requires a lot of core strength. Due to other commitments, the HUGH star only had 6 weeks to get in peak physical condition for filming. On top of this, trainer to the stars Bobby Strom had Scarlett working out 7 days a week for 90 minutes a day, consisting of 3 to 4 sets of 25 to 30 reps at a time. This workout wasn't for the faint of heart. Even talking about it is making me sweat. Jeez. To get her to work her muscles even harder, Strom wrapped a band around her waist while she was on the treadmill. He would pull it as she tried to sprint forward, creating resistance for her to work against. Kudos, Scarlett. Of all of the Marvel characters, Thor has to be the most cut. He's an Asgardian god, for goodness sake. Loki might be weed, but this is the god of thunder we're talking about. Chris Hemsworth had to pack on 20 pounds of pure muscle to swing the hammer, and it was no easy feat. In the beginning, the actor focused solely on weightlifting, but over time his regimen has changed. Cardio, functional flexibility, and movement training are all incorporated, and it takes up a lot of time. Hemsworth hired his longtime friend Luke Zucchi to help him expand in size, and credits him with helping him understand muscle movement. So what does an Asgardian god eat? It ain't Cheetos, unfortunately, or I'd be right there with him. Protein, protein, protein. Rather than stick to tons of meat, the 35-year-old decided to switch it up to plant-based foods that have the same benefits. He's not fully riding the vegan train, but he's definitely sizing it up to see how it suits him. Hemsworth seems to love the physique that Thor gives him, so don't expect him to shrink anytime soon. This guy is in it for the long haul. Brie Larson might be the newest superhero on the block, but she knows how to sweat it out with the best of them. The actress previously admitted that she wasn't one for being active really in the slightest, so her intense 9-month fitness program must have hurt. Larson was vocal about her training on her Instagram page. The process was slow at first, including a lot of foundation work. Hip thrusts, weighted press-ups, Bulgarian split squats, what the heck are those? And pull-up drills all led to one defining moment. Fans went wild when the Captain Marvel star posted a video of herself pushing a 5,000-pound car with just her body weight. How is that even possible? Is she really a superhero? The Crazy Fit star said her training had a really big part to play in helping her understand the character of Carol Danvers. It's hardly surprising that you'd feel awesome after pushing a car down a road single-handedly. If Larson can go from couch potato to Marvel's first female headline hero in 9 months, then sign me up. All hope might not be lost. Maybe you'll catch me in the next Marvel movie giving the Captain a run for his money. I mean, stranger things have happened, right? We've seen some workouts so far that literally make us shake in our boots. Like, are we just super unhealthy, or are these guys actually insane? Compared to some of her co-stars, Zoe Saldana keeps it quite simple. Talking to Shape, she said that her schedule is so hectic that she can't fit in workouts as regularly as she might like. Instead, she aims for 3 varied workouts a week, but doesn't give herself a hard time if she doesn't reach her goal. Rather than pounding some weights in the gym, the actress relies on adjusting her diet. Saldana said, "I compensate by eating a lot healthier than I might otherwise. Once you have relatively healthy eating habits, your workout can become playing with your kids. It just goes to show that what works for one doesn't necessarily work for everyone else. Some people can get fit just by thinking about it, while others have to put in extreme amounts of work. You could say that life isn't fair." The younger sister of the famous twins, Elizabeth Olsen, has made a name for herself in Hollywood. She first appeared as Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch, in 2015's Avengers: Age of Ultron. Her powers might be of the magical persuasion, but that doesn't mean she didn't need to get physical. A lot of MCU actors bulk up to gain muscle, but Olsen opted for staying lean and athletic. In a variation from what we've seen, the actress got her core in shape with ballet and yoga with a teaspoon of boot camp thrown in for good measure. Nutrition is also super important for the 30-year-old, as she is keen to lose body fat and gain muscle. You might not see Scarlet Witch perform a whole lot of hand-to-hand combat like Black Widow, but Olsen is ready to be called on when she's needed. Plus, it never hurts to be at peak physical level when you're on set for long, strenuous hours. Nutritionist Philip Gaglia put his client on a strict diet that cut out gluten, dairy, and yeast. Instead of delicious pizza and ice cream, Olsen was charged with eating 8 high-protein meals a day. That's a lot of meat and vegetables. Going from scrawny CGI to bulked-up beefcake was one of the key parts of the first Captain America film, so Chris Evans was under a lot of pressure. He's a super soldier, so everything about him had to be strong and defined. In order to play the character, Evans had to put on 30 pounds to compete with the rest of the Marvel gang. 3 months of training left the actor at his wit's end. The workouts were so brutal that he was throwing up everywhere. I can relate, Chris. You're not alone, man. Lots of weight training and moves like squats, deadlifts, and incline bench presses helped the 32-year-old get to where he wanted to be. For a guy that's quite slim usually, it's an otherworldly transformation. Evans was in the gym every single day, while the rest of us were lounging in our sweatpants on Sunday afternoon, eating Doritos. Evans was doing chin-ups. He even committed to gymnastics classes so he could be as agile as his character. It sounds like Chris really put himself through the ringer, so he's earned his place among Marvel royalty. T'Challa is no ordinary superhero. He was born into Wakanda's royal family. Actor Chadwick Boseman knew that the movie was going to be big, and he didn't want to disappoint. Others openly talked about their workout routines, but Boseman told E! News very little. He said, "It includes a lot of strength and flexibility, but wouldn't say any more." It's likely that his gym sessions are similar to that of Chris Evans though, as he needed to bulk up for the role. Looper speculates that bench presses, deadlifts, and squats would all have played a part in helping the Black Panther keep it lean. Boseman's character would require a lot of flexibility and agility. He is supposed to be like a cat after all. It's not clear why Boseman wants to keep tight-lipped about what he lifts, but he did say he didn't want to give any training secrets away. Maybe he really did eat a heart-shaped flower that gave him superpowers, just like in the movie. I mean, if I could eat a flower and get ripped without going to the gym, I definitely would. I like eating and I hate exercising, so it would be a perfect situation. Just like her sister Gamora, Nebula is formidable and knows how to use her body to defend herself. Actress Karen Gillan had to undergo 2 months of training before shooting. Luckily for her, she had worked on Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, which also required a ton of physical work. Fight training was one of the main components Gillan had to take into consideration. Speaking at the Wizard World St. Louis Comic-Con in 2014, she said, "I had to do fight training every day that I wasn't shooting. Nebula always looks like she's fully in control of every single moment, so the hard work paid off." Fans are looking forward to seeing more of the character in the upcoming Avengers Endgame. Nebula has had an interesting journey, going from villain to hero since she first appeared in 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy. We are ready to see more. Gillan's training with her Jumanji fitness guru Scott Perlman helped immensely when it came to becoming an Avenger. Wouldn't it be nice if we all had a handy health professional to call when we needed him? We can dream. This guy got seriously jacked, man. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. At 50, Hugh Jackman is one of the oldest superheroes on the block, or at least he was until he retired from the part of Wolverine. He may be done with the X-Men, but he really put himself to work to make sure that he went out with a bang. 2017's Logan saw the mutant in better shape than ever. Funnily enough, the Aussie actor gave himself just 3 months to get ripped before filming the first X-Men movie. It wasn't enough time, and Jackman was forced to up the ante with the director pushing his shirtless scenes to the end of filming. Hugh learned his lesson and gave himself months to prepare the next time around. Steamed chicken, broccoli, and cauliflower are all staples in his diet. You can keep that. It's not all about pumping iron for the Greatest Showman star. In fact, he likes to use his own body weight to try to bulk up, using resistance bands and clap push-ups. To get that veiny look, he went without water for 36 hours before filming. Wow. That's the kind of thing we like to see in the MCU. Please come back, Hugh. Please. We really miss you. Wow. It's enough to make anyone feel inspired, isn't it? Would you ever be able to go to the lengths that some of these guys and gals went to? Or are you ordering a pizza as we speak? Let us know in the comments. You know we love to hear from you. Before you tuck yourself in, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It's lonely without you. Until the next time, stay tuned, MCU fans. We'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.